people don't. Oh, he's gone straight in.
Yeah, no,
All
but
right, fair
Jake's
enough.
right. Jake's right. Sauce has done a
Yeah.
remarkable job. Look at the players who've come in, like the conservative list management of the cap. He's managed that well.
Ah, you set me up there. Very nice.
First one. There's one.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, Jake, we'll continue this. Why don't we do a quick introduction? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Footy Abroad. We are multi-streaming on 4 of your favorite footy fan channels, YouTube channels. We're back. We had Adrian with us last week. That was lots of fun. Pommy have returned. Lads, how you doing?
Good, very good. It's been a good day. Weather's been nice with the rain. Ready for being nestling in, waiting for this, man.
I feel like we should start calling this Jake Abroad because really,
Why?
Every week,
Why?
yeah, it's just
It's all about Jake.
every week.
It's really not. It's actually all about. It's blue abroad this week. Let's face it.
No. No, mate. What do you mean? The last 7 days, I would say you have had the biggest positive vibes of the week.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, that's probably true.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
getting around
Collingwood's getting ready for a final, so they'd be up and about.
Yeah, but we haven't signed Naz to bloody a deal, you know. That's good. TDK, huge. Is it a good time to jump on board to become a member? Good time to jump on board to be a member. You still got that Naz membership going? I saw that 10,000 members or something.
No, we got up to 18,000. That ended yesterday, Monday night. So that wrapped up.
So does that membership $7 for next year, and then from the year after it goes up to full price? Is that what happens?
That's the plan, and it's all new members, so I couldn't get one of them. So it had to be someone that wasn't a member this year. So that was the beauty of it. So for people that didn't know, that's kind of the main thing, to get all the the fence sitters on board, and then if we can perform on field, then hopefully you retain them long term. And I think if we retain 60% of them, that's $1 million for the club if that happens. So it's pretty good marketing, I guess, on their end to back themselves in to get them on full price.
Oh, you cash in. You absolutely cash in. Well, you know what, Jake? Just let's start with you, mate. How was your week? How was your weekend? To give us there it is.
No, what? I can't. What do you want me to do? Sit here and frown? Like,
no, I want you to smile and enjoy it,
can't.
mate. You should. This is what footy's about.
It's not like I don't know. Kind of didn't. It's hard to celebrate because I guess it seemed like it was always going to happen. But on the game on the weekend, if we're talking about the game, I thought we played pretty.
I want to know all about the week. I want to know all about the week. And the plan is coming to fruition.
I mean, maybe it's early days. You got to put into practice next season on the footy field, but you got to get the key parts in, and that's one. Hopefully that is over. I feel like I still say I hope it gets over the line. I don't know. I guess it's there's still a signature to be put on paper, but
mate, he said goodbye to Carlton in the fucking rooms. If he's not going to eat his hat, there's no way he goes, thanks for all the memories. Good luck next year. And then he does a 360.
Yeah, look. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. I didn't expect it to happen that quickly. I kind of knew the exit interviews were this week, so maybe there'd be some talks, but I had the podcast. We kind of talked about it on the show, and then get home, and then that breaks. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm jumping on a stream to discuss it and that sort of thing. And I was, the Sainers were pretty positive in the comments. I was waiting for at least 50% of them to be a bit up in arms about the cost and everything, but it's nice to see so many just excited to get him on board and to hopefully he can produce some good football.
It's a statement. It's I think it's the actions backing up the preseason words. I think it started with the president's, your chat with the president, and then his chat into his statements in the media, we're not going to be this anymore. We're going to be this. Ross has brought the attitude, and now you get the players. I mean, how many more to go? You got Windhager and maybe Leah, although
Liam Ryan's just requested a trade. So there's talks of Liam Ryan.
He hasn't nominated the club.
Anyone.
How do you know, Jake?
How do I know what?
How do you know he hasn't nominated anyone? Have you got the update up?
That's what it says. He's just requested a trade, yet to nominate a club. Similar to another player that requested a trade today.
Who?
What happened there?
Sorry.
Who else requested? No, well, he didn't request a trade.
Didn't he?
Just said he just
explore his options.
Yeah, he's just gone. So that's like my next question. Are you in the market for Jack Silvani?
I couldn't imagine so. I think you asked when we talked about it last week or the week before if it was JSOS or Leak. I think Leak. He's 23. Although I think JSOS is he's a free agent, right? So he wouldn't cost a pick, but Leak would. So, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure the Pies are heavily linked with Jack, I'd imagine. Or the Dogs. Well. I think the Dogs are, the Dogs seem like they need it based on what happened on the weekend.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Interesting times.
Well, I mean, maybe we can touch on the game. Go out on not a high, but played well. Honourable performance.
Yeah. We started like shit, which was a worry because I think the Giants needed to win by 120 to potentially make top 4, and it looked like it was definitely on the cards in the first 8 minutes. They kicked 4 goals to nothing. But after that point, we ran a pretty good race. We were 10 points up with about 10 minutes to go. Darcy Wilson kicked 5 and was unbelievable. So it was nice to see him get some form to round out the year because it's been a tough year for him. He hasn't had consistent AFL game time. So that was nice to see him perform like that. Filippo kicked 2 before his injury. So that was sort of positive again to get some football into him.
Has he got another injury?
It was a slight calf issue or something. Man. So he came off, he was subbed off, but hopefully there's nothing serious and he'll be back for preseason. But positive game. Toby Green went nuts in the last 2 minutes. Not much else you can do against a team like the Giants when they get a bit of momentum. So I'll take it. It was kind of the positive, like the best way to finish a year where you're building some momentum into the off season. You know, you showed a bit, you kicked 15 goals for the day, playing a team that is playing finals, which was nice. It would have been disappointing to play, have one of the games from the 4-game winning streak before that against a North or whatever and win by a point, and that's the season. So it was good to test yourself against a good team.
Yeah, cool.
Luke, Forthingwood,
finals bound, top 4 bound. Yeah, it's we like to do it the hard way, but it was good to just finally get on the winners list again. 3 losses in a row, 2 wins from our last 7 games. So it was good to kind of just know that we can come back from a 3/4 time deficit again because we've lost a bunch of close ones recently. A lot of people saying, how can you be happy that you beat Melbourne? It's like, yeah, I understand that. Like, I get that. They weren't doing that well. But, when your backs are against the wall with nothing to really play for Melbourne, just like a dress rehearsal for their new coach, they just went balls out and they were fantastic. They played really good football. They made us play really boring. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but that 3rd quarter was as boring a football as Collingwood's played all season. And then, we turned it on in the 4th quarter, and I was listening to the Port Adelaide Gold Coast game on the way home in the car with Mum, and I was watching it on live on Instagram Live. We're talking about 400 fucking people just going nuts. So it was good fun. It was didn't think Port would get up against the Suns. Thought I had to wait for a fucking miracle from Essendon, a school team of Essendon, but. Top 4, and we go to the Crowville next Thursday night, and that's going to be it couldn't be script like this is the perfect script for the AFL, right? After everything that's happened, we go back to Adelaide to take on the Crows. Yeah, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Do you also have that in the Collingwood world? Oh, you're not allowed to celebrate a win if it's not against an opponent that's top 4 or top 2?
100%. If you go through my comments, it's like, how can you be happy? It was Melbourne. They're shit. They're 14th. You just beat Melbourne. So what else you want us to fucking do? We won, right? Like, what else can we win by 1 point? We win by 40 points. It's a win. You only can play who's in front of you. And after 3 losses in a row, it was good to just get that monkey off the back and go into finals with a shit record, but a good defensive, still one of the best, I think number 1 or number 2 defensively, just can't score. Just absolutely can't score. But What can you do?
Jake, do you get that as well? Are you allowed? Do you have that whole don't celebrate because you beat North Melbourne, or it was only, I don't know, the dog, or like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't really enjoy the last four. I think most Saints fans thought we played better in all of our losses before that, so it was kind of tough to enjoy. The Melbourne one was different, obviously, but I mean, you take a win any day you can get it. Like, you don't know what type of form the other team's going to be and whether you're in your best form. So I feel like you can take as much out of a win when you're not at your best and still get the job done. So, I mean, but we're not playing finals, so it's probably a different perspective on that front. Yeah. Oh, I know what you're doing. Are you setting something up? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I
was waiting for something.
He's on edge. I just weakened.
When he kind of looks away from you and he's like looking at his other screen, like, what's he setting up? But
okay. Sorry for fucking being the producer and the host of the show. I'm sorry.
My bad. Jump the gun there.
Jesus Christ.
Jake is on the edge. He's on the edge.
I don't want to talk.
I just couldn't believe Terry asked a St Kilda fan legitimately. Do you have too high standards when little bro here did a 2-hour compilation for finishing fucking 12th? Like, what do you mean? Terry asking what's the standards at Saints. The guy got a videographer to film him watching his TV.
I appreciate
fucking Kane Corn's fucking tweets.
Get it up, Terry.
I think I call it. I call it a bookend because he started it and he was wrong, and I'm just kind of stating the fact, and that was it. Simple as that.
I love
nothing.
It. Oh,
it's got nothing to do.
Said we're bottom 4, but we're bottom 6.
Yeah,
what a win.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
Ken.
shameless.
We're not that shit.
I'm not. Oh, look, I'll be honest. Not my best work.
Play out when they were 3-1 after I said that to his volleyball to say, Lord, they're going real good. Where are they right now? Bottom, and I'm not going on his podcast. And I'm not going on his podcast.
Yeah, that's right, Kane.
This player.
Oh, how's the look? How's the stare?
You
talk too much, mate.
Oh, look at that! I did the graph. Man, that's sensational.
Melt, dude, when I watched that for the first time, I was having a good laugh. That was good.
Do you know what the funny thing is, though? That people on X and people online actually don't understand that I couldn't give more fucks about what. I just couldn't give a shit about what they think and what they say.
Well, you
and the fact that
to make a video, hang on.
Well, but I thought end of the season, I'm going to be as shameless as I can, and then after that, we're done. Game over. That's it. And the beautiful thing was we finished above Port, so that was nice too. But that was my one moment of being as nuffy as I could, and now I'm back to being me. Well, that's kind of missing the point.
Kind of blind places, chat. We're in football fucking purgatory. Yeah,
at least all my,
get around it. If we do buy one, get one free, we might fill a fucking floor of the Marvel. Get it,
Jake,
at least all our players aren't leaving, Pom. All right, we're not a basket case.
Man, I know exactly how you feel where something gets taken right out of context. I remember, and I reckon we did it on a Footy Abroad.
It happens weekly, doesn't it?
I remember in a video a couple of years ago, I said something like, we're missing Jamie Elliott and Brody Marchuk in the forward line is like missing Curnow and Mackay in a Carlton forward line because of they're the main targets. And me, that got a run on Carlton Twitter. Do you remember that? That got a fucking run.
Careful, Swoop. Careful, mate. Very sensitive bunch these days. You got to be careful what you say. Got a tippy toe.
Oh, fuck. Good fun. Good fun.
Always good fun.
What do you think Kane Corns did? Like, what do you think Kane Corns' reaction?
I couldn't give a shit, to be honest, Terry. I couldn't give a shit. I was just having fun, mate. I just wanted to film something. Actually, to be fair, I didn't need the video because I tweeted back to him the way he tweeted at me when he started it. So he did like the, what did he say? Hang on, or something like that. So I just did that back and I'm like, job done. And I was like, wait a second, but I like filming. So I got sucked into that world and I was like, I'm just going to be, it's the last game. off season now. There's no footy. Get stuffed. I couldn't care.
I think the Kane Corns Jake Bertoni story. It's a long play. This is a build up.
Oh yeah, 100%. Every loss next year, he'll be tweeting back. 100%. He'll wait.
You know what
Kane.
I mean, take my advice like with a grain of salt, but he's obviously done the whole. Oh, I'm Kane. He's little broed you in a way. Like, oh, I'm Kane Corns. Like, I don't want to come on your podcast. Yeah. So let him go out of his way to try and get on Saints TV, and then you say
that
no.
That was the last communication. 100%. That's that was the last. Yeah, that's the last time I'll be tweeting at him until.
You don't need Kane. You don't need Kane. You don't need Kane.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to be petty next year.
That's hopefully. A lie. Okay, let's not go that far.
Yeah, probably a lie. Yeah, look, I am who I am. I am who I am. I can't change everything.
Mate, we don't want you to change at all. Tommy, how are you, mate? What's the update? How's your world? It's trade period, which means POM period, which means what are you doing, Luke? Oh.
No, it's my light just keeps
I don't know what I've walked into. Swoop's having an existential crisis. Just heard Jake say, "I don't care," when he got M. Night Shyamalan to produce a meme band.
Do you know what, Pom? That is such a compliment. That is such a compliment. Thank you so much. I put a lot of work into that.
All right, mate. I'm full of them.
Took me a whole 6 minutes. Took me a whole 6-7 minutes to put that together. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm very well. I'm very well. I wish I had some production quality to do we finished 11th video.
Happy to help you. I've seen your videos.
Hey, mate, I might slide into your DMs. But I'm looking forward to it. Off season's good. We're doing some big changes at Pommy and Oz HQ. So some new style videos. You saw that one very well received. Thank you. I'm taking the piss out of Saints, but thank you actually to the Saints fans who commented on that. I'm glad you found it nice and impartial and balanced. So much love to you. It's just Jake I've got an issue with. The rest
Why
of
don't you bring that on this show? Why don't you bring that on this show?
What?
The impartialness.
I was impartial.
I'm joking. Look how fired up he gets.
No,
take it easy.
I'm only calling out because I think round 6 was it after the Geelong game. You had to go at me and Terry for getting up and about, didn't he?
Was it? I can't remember.
You said this is the thing.
You remember shit. You remember way more than me.
No, I do.
You just went through a thread with Kane Corns for tweeting bottom 4. And you remembered. Okay.
Everyone hired a fucking film crew because he's happy to finish 12th. You know what I mean? And he's like, you remember everything.
Look, it was just a green screen. Relax, okay? It wasn't that high production.
I mean,
no, you know what?
Can I just say, the best thing I've ever seen in 2025 has to be, can we just get another close-up look of Jake looking at the camera?
No, we're not doing this. Let's not go too
please.
far.
You talk too much, mate.
Do you know what? The second
quality.
You know what? I'll be serious. Swoop's gone. The second I uploaded that, I'm like, I think I fucked up a little bit there. Like, knew straight away, but I was like, you know what? You got to own it. Leave it. Whatever.
Honestly, that is the best thing I've seen on the internet.
Appreciate it.
I've got to say, and like, look, I lived through the Pick Hunter era before the Hub. Absolute gold. Well done. Bravo.
No, because at the end of the day, like we can banter amongst ourselves, but when it's any of us versus any of them, being the mainstream folk, we're on the same team. So like to see you commit to it and just. Stare down the barrel of that camera and just like look him in the eye. Like, you talk too much, mate. It's good stuff.
You do, Caney. You talk way too much, mate. Be careful. Okay, moving on. Come on, are we gonna have a show or what are we doing here?
We got a show, mate. Were you gonna rush?
Nah, I'm not. I hope this goes for 2 hours actually.
Terry, how can I send you a photo to put up?
If you could send it to me on WhatsApp,
yep.
Then I can sort it out.
Right.
I would like to give a quick shout out, right? And I actually have to thank you, Jake. So on the weekend, I went to the 2 Guys 1 Cup season finale show. They did a live show at the Comedy Republic. Will Anderson and Charlie. Sorry?
I think I watched that video before.
Yeah, we would have all been teenagers, I think, when we watched it. Anyway, they've been just a massive support of Blue Abroad. So Charlie found the fan cams after round 1 when we lost to Richmond, and basically their podcast has had a running segment about Blue Abroad or what happened on the fan cams this week. And I met them on the weekend, and he told me that it was through you and AKA this show that he found the channel. So shout out to Will and Charlie, and
awesome.
Also thank you for being a Saints fan channel so that Charlie could tune in and find me and support me.
Yeah, great.
All right. Sorry, I gotta.
Shit, you did that way too fast.
That's why my internet fucked up, because I pressed the wrong button.
I'm trying to think of the exact video that is.
Exact video. I just right now. I was doing that on stream.
No leaks, mate. Come on, we're under embargo, mate. Take it easy.
This is just where Luke, that's very good. Okay.
Cool. Now the shit canning part of the show is done. We can move on.
Well played. Absolutely, bro. Well done.
All right, now let's get down to blast tax and fears.
Okay.
When was the last time you felt empty? Just absolutely empty? Nah, that's not my question. I just wanted to.
I was going to say.
Oh my goodness. You know what, Luke? You could start us off then. How about that?
Beauty. Awesome. Cool. So I was listening to a podcast called it's a podcast show called The Imperfects. They had Dyson Heppel on recently, and he was discussing his the drug saga and all that sort of stuff. And I guess my question is and actually, if you haven't listened to that, go check it out. Absolutely incredible. I'm only about halfway through it because I was listening to it on a run, but have a listen. Dyson Heppel is just so open with everything that sort of went through. So I guess it's a two-parter. The first part is he was only 19, and I'm sure there was other guys that were 19 as well, but he just won the Rising Star Award, put all of his trust in the club, just came to the club after a year. Well, I guess how much do you have to hold a 19-year-old accountable? Remembering that he had a year off, he got suspended with SADA and all that sort of stuff. And two, which was another bit that they sort of brought up, and Dyson Heppel brought up as well, was if this happened at one of our clubs, would you still be supporting them now? Because Heppel was saying, and the hosts were saying, that he was a big Essendon fan. This happened, and it just turned him off football. Kids at Auskick switched schools, and Essendon membership and all that stuff obviously fell through. So I guess that's the two-parter. How do we hold 19-year-olds accountable for trust in the system? And if this happened at your club, would you still be following them now?
Oh, mate. At the end of the day, it's about the club. The club made the club suffered paid the consequences, and the players also did too, but it was the club's decision. I know a lot of Essendon supporters that have never been the same since it happened. I don't know. It's hard to say because I've never had anything touch wood happen to that gravity, but I can't help but feel that some part of me would never be the same again.
Yeah, I feel the exact same. I feel the exact same. Like I know, and I think Essendon are still sort of going through the ramifications of losing all those draft picks and all that sort of stuff as well. But if that happened at the Pies, like it's hard to say. It's almost like, you know, it's like such a big what if, because you hope your club never goes through something sort of like that, and you can only look back and sort of say, yeah, I think I wouldn't love the club as much as it would take a lot. It would take an absolute hell of a lot to get me back on board. They would need to do so much to get you back on board. And you know, even Dyson Heppel just staying. He came back, I think it was 2017. He came back and captained the club straight away. And that's why he wanted to stay to get people back. But I think it would turn me off the Pies.
Yeah, well, so Kate watching here, husband was a Bombers member throughout the entire saga. After the suspensions, he never went back. He was so angry at his club and still is. His love for football changed completely. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd lose trust big time.
Wow. Because, I mean, you're biased towards your club. So I think a lot of Essendon supporters, I remember a lot of them were saying, well, it wasn't proven. They didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't, there was a whole little loophole. If we make the grand final, could Hal play? Luke, I think this might be for you.
Yeah. How will play? I'm hearing how we'll play the prelim. 3 to 4 weeks is just they're just giving him a bit of a time frame, but we'll be back for the prelim if we were to make it. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Terry.
Pom, is there something that Carlton could do that'll absolutely turn you off them to the point of no return?
No, because I always think it did. When we talk as a group, I view sport totally different to any of or you guys. Anyway, I think it's a separate entity from its actions. The club is the club is the club. The people that are the stakeholders of the football club are us, and the people that are the custodians of the football club are the board. So I think there's always 3 different entities. What fans do doesn't reflect on the club. It does vicariously, but it doesn't really be the club. So I'd be pissed that we'd be that stupid. Genuinely. And let's be honest, my content is that. I've been pissed off with Carlton many a time. But I always think of sports clubs like your family. You don't turn your back on a family member when they make a mistake, or that someone that you love when they fail. You galvanize them. You make sure that they're accountable, and then you build them up, don't you, with love and support. So I did see parts of that interview. Like, I'm a firm believer that 2025 is one of the more bizarre years I've been accustomed to, where we do live in a society that has gone to the extreme, where punishment now has to be death, but we don't even want death anymore. We want a lifetime of misery and suffering with no example and no form of redemption. So I do think that's sad for that Heppel went through that, because a kid is only going to do what a kid's told to do, isn't he? I always say this: when you're a 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid, the worst thing that happens in the football club is when the older players make a mistake, because who are you to turn them down? So it's fascinating, but no, it wouldn't turn me off. It would piss me off, and I would be 100% annoyed. And I would probably be doing a video going, what is wrong with these idiots? Just win a game of football legitimately. Ain't that hard? But I'd still love them. They'd still be my team. Would I be ashamed, though, to be a Carlton fan? No, because not me who did it, but they're my team. And you know what? If I have your heart and you have mine, I'll stick with you until the day I die.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm probably the same as Pom. I don't think I could turn my back on the club. I'd lose a little bit of faith, a little bit of trust, but I'd probably, stick fat and just have, I guess you jump into that blind faith bucket and hope that you sort your shit out sooner rather than later. And then at least when hopefully, that they do sort their shit out, then those fans that stuck fat through that period will, feel like, they deserve it most because they never turned away. So I feel like I'd probably stick to the loyalty of the club.
Have you ever, I've spoken to someone who was involved in that. He was so young, pretty much career in some ways taken away because he was almost just too young to come back from it. And I remember him talking about it and basically saying, like, what do you, like, you don't ask questions when you just entered the league in your first couple of years. You just do. It's the club saying, hey, we're doing this. Like, you don't push back. I wonder if that has changed now since, if there are younger players that do push back on this sort of stuff or ask more questions. But yeah, that was a wacky time. That was 2012 going into 2013 from memory.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And they only got done 4 years after that, I think. So 2015.
That's when the suspension came in.
Yeah, they missed the 2016 season from memory. Yeah.
Well, they did not play finals in 2013. They did. They were kicked out of finals that year because we made it. We finished 9th and we played instead of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was against the Tigers, wasn't it?
I think there were 2 waves, and I'm sure there's Essendon supporters here. I feel like there were 2 waves of suspensions or sanctions. Or maybe the big suspension started from the end of 2013. Yeah, if someone's in the chat that's an Essendon supporter that remembers exactly what happened.
Yeah, so Essendon revoked the opportunity. Yeah, so 2013 they missed out. James Hird and then Danny Corcoran suspended for 12 months. 34 players were suspended for 2 years. Yeah, so it was, by the way, 2015 was the big suspension.
Was that the same year they picked up Goddard, I think? Wasn't it?
Yep. I think so.
From us? Yeah.
Julia, congratulations. You're doing your first final as a boundary umpire for the SMJFL on Sunday. Go well. Go well.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Interesting. Okay. I like it. Anything else?
No, that was it. I just, but love for the club and stuff. Yeah, good one.
Yeah. All right. I'll go next. So I think it was 2 weeks ago when we were all here. I want to stay on that theme of your content in your experience. Is there a specific video series, live stream moment that is your favorite in your channel's journey? And if so, care to share? You're welcome to share the link and we can play a little bit of it, or you can just explain why it was your favorite. It can be your favorite for a number of different reasons. But yeah.
I've got one that comes straight to mind. Like, I guess the obvious answer would be when I did Swooping Around right after the grand final. Like, that was really fun. But a special fun, I think more of a special moment that really, really sticks with me is I was starting out Swooping Around, and it was like after a Fremantle game or something at the G, and this lady and her 2 daughters came up to me. They're like, oh, on camera and stuff. Like, oh, big fans. Our Nana like really loves you and stuff. And it was so long ago that I forget the Nana's name. But like, we really love you. And I go, a shout out to Nana Mary or whatever her name may have been. And I'll go, oh, does she come to games and stuff? They go, oh, no, not often. Blah blah blah. So anyway, forgot all about it. Then a year later, after another Swooping Around, they were there, and the Nana ended up being there, and I ended up meeting her after about a year from that initial video, and I got it all on camera and stuff, and it was very, very it was very special. And then like maybe like 6 months later, I get a call on Facebook Messenger, and they're like, oh, Nana Mary like passed away and stuff like that. But she, and this is so funny, like, but she was talking about you all the way up, like that she loved meeting you, and it was so special to her. And it just, I remember exactly what I was doing that night. I took myself out for a dinner and stuff, and it broke my heart, but it was just so special that one, I got to meet her, and she just loved the pie so much. But two, like, that she was like 95 or something, and it was she said it was her highlight of her life. I'm like, mate, I'm just some kid from Craigiebur, or some kid from Perotti. But I sent them a big bunch of flowers for the funeral and stuff. But I'll never forget like that moment of meeting her, and it was incredibly special, and always that's not I guess it was fun as well, but definitely absolutely special moment.
Amazing. Wow. Also, if there's anyone from Luke's stream who has their own favorite memory or from any of our streams or videos, put them in the chat and we can reminisce there as well. Jake, favorite?
There's so many. I can't think of. The first one that came to mind was when we beat the Giants in 2020 in lockdown, and we made the finals for the first time in 10 years or something. That live specifically, because it was lockdown, right? And we couldn't was kind of very unique and couldn't celebrate such a big moment with other Saners for the first time, which was bittersweet. But that's when the live streams, I guess, found their place, because that's how you connected with everyone else at that time. And the vibe was just, I think I don't know if I could even pull off what I did in those lives, where I'd have the bloody champagne bottle and like drinking that and having balloons thrown around in the office that I had set up. Like, it was very dingy looking. I had like a clothesline across the back of me and had just like tops and scarves hanging in the backdrop. My hair was chaos. Just felt very before, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm more self-aware now, and I don't know if I could do that now. Maybe I could, I don't know. But it just feels like a different time when I watch like that sort of stuff. But that would be right up there, just because of the fact that it was in lockdown, and it seemed like such a rare thing to celebrate such a big win at that time. So that would probably be, number one. I'm probably missing a couple there, to be honest.
No, I mean, of course.
It's tough to pick.
Hard to pick one. But what's your favorite thing to do today? Of all the content you create, which one is the most enjoyable?
I still love my reviews. I don't think I could ever change that. I love that I can, especially after a big loss, I feel it's really important to front the camera and talk to the fans and give them a level-headed approach. But also I love the spontaneous lives, because I don't do lives as much as I used to. So they're a lot of fun because you get the fans involved. Even like last night, jumping on at 9:30 or whatever it was to talk about the big news or whatever it is. It's just interactive. I want to get into that space a little bit more in this off season, now that the sort of routine videos are done. So anything that is live, I suppose, is probably my favorite. Bit more pressure to not say anything stupid, but also more authentic at the same time. So they would be right up there.
Pommy, favorite live stream from Aussie Sean is the one where you hosted a quiz in Melbourne for your fans to attend.
Yeah, we haven't done that one yet. I think that's what he's on about. We've got that one coming up for the guys and girls. My favorite live stream. I would probably say, you know what? It's probably not a live stream. It's probably a video. When I did the NGA, the first NGA video where I explained it, and we went through Gold Coast as an example of how they would fit in all their NGAs, explained the salary cap, explained the pick swaps, how the pick matches work, how it affects your ladder, all the rules and the intricacies of the NGA, how you get change from matching bids. And I'll never forget, like, the first two commenters. First one was Gold Coast Sun's official account. Like, wow, congratulating me of explaining it. And then the next one was Mal Michael, who's the Brisbane NGA representative. And he said, thank you very much for the kind words you said about, I think it was Shadow Brain. He said the kind words. He's an excellent kid. Really glad you've watched his game. You've described his game so well. And that gave me a sense of accomplishment, because it's very hard to be taken seriously in this industry when you've got my accent. So having two people, a club that I respect, but also a guy that works with these guys to validate what I did was really good. Really good. And then, oh God, live stream.
Our live stream, right, Pom, where I got absolutely blasted drunk.
Yeah, but that wasn't my live stream. That was Terry. So that was Terry's show. So I was part of it. I was part of it. I would say the best live stream we've ever done was probably doing the mock draft last year. Dylan Alexander, Lek Dog, Ian. Like, that was the first stage of what Pommy and Oz has become, and there's a lot of evolutions to come, but us straying away from cow and content and becoming more general, what I really enjoy. I enjoy doing the general content and discussing everyone impartial. That was really good to get that feedback from people that they enjoyed it. So that was probably my favorite live stream, because that was probably the first time that I realized it was easy to do, in the terms of I could do this Do you know what I mean? I can do that, and that's really important. So yeah, that was probably my favorite live stream.
Yeah. Ben Zero, this is to Swoop, I reckon. I remember meeting Swoop after the 23 grand final outside on the steps. He was exhausted. Still have the sticker he gave me on my replica mini premiership cup.
That's amazing. And we'll add another one for you, Ben, after the 2025 grand final as well, mate.
Or like a Brisbane Lions sticker.
That's weird. Why would you do that?
What about you, Terry?
There was a Blue Abroad show that I'll never forget. It was 2023. We had lost to Essendon. It was the pits of the pits, and this was definitely at a time where I was taking the results way too seriously. But I was also feeling so much. It was the week before I quit my job and like jumped and took the leap. Yeah. And I remember I called Pommy, and I reckon I had like a 90-minute phone call with him, and it was like I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. I fucking hate it all. Like, it's not worth it. My health. And I just remember starting that live stream that Monday afterwards, and just, I don't know, just Pommy carrying me. I don't know if I've ever really like explained this to you ever since it happened, but like, you don't really know how close. Because at that point, I wasn't sure which way I was going to go. Like, was I just going to like step away from the channel and just be like, it's a bit too much. It's not worth getting this invested mental health, or, you know, and like just take the good money and a good paying job. And I remember struggling a lot. I was adding way too much pressure onto myself with the lifestyle. And for some reason, that live stream always sticks out to me. I think any live stream I do with Pommy, like the ratings, it just becomes a flow state. When we gave away, there was a gentleman so we played the final in Brisbane, and there was a gentleman who fell sick, and he gave away I believe it was his accommodation and tickets to the game in Brisbane.
Oh.
Yeah, and he donated it he's like, I don't want any money for it. I paid $2,500-ish for the total package, or whatever it was. And yeah, I remember he emailed me, and I called him, and he asked me to give it away. And I'll never forget it from that point of view, just like really feeling the power of the community and the people, and like the Carlton people. And I mean, every club has their people that care about each other in that kind of regard. And he was so steadfast on not on somebody taking that spot, because he couldn't and didn't want any money for it. And then from that point of view, from that point onwards, the level of I would say generosity with these sorts of things, like if someone's got tickets that they're not going to a game, they don't want money for them, they give them away, whatever. It's just been really really wholesome. So I love doing the giveaways and all of that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
You know what that's reminded me of, Terry? Do you remember when we used to just stream exclusively to Facebook?
Yeah.
And I remember, I think, memory serves me correct, I think it was Gold Coast, but our live watchers ticked over to 100 for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, like, that was like one of my favorite you and me moments, that like we thought we'd made it. Like we thought, oh, fucking hell, baby, triple figures. And yeah, like that's one of them things. It's one of them things that sometimes you just miss, don't you? Them little vibes of like, now we've got 486 people watching us, and sometimes you just gotta like realize that used to be 4, that used to be 5, and you were stoked. So never lose that enthusiasm, because when you lose that little spunk of life, and it becomes routine, and you start to forget the joys of life, you become very depressed very quickly.
Yeah. Well, I always say we'll appreciate these exact moments one day, and we will forget how.
I remember it. Fucking 100 fucking watches, man.
Yeah.
It's like that quote from The Office, right? Where Ed Helms' character goes, I wish someone, you know, we talk about the good old days, and I wish someone told me like I was living in the good old days now. Like when you look back at them, these are the good old days.
These are the good old days.
It's a great line.
Exactly right. All right. Thanks, guys. Jake.
Yes. All right. This is going to be a fun one, I think. A bit different, but I don't know why this popped into my brain. Maybe I should know, but you know when you walk into a bookshop and you go to the shelf and it's got like the mystery books and they're wrapped up in paper and you don't know what the book is. Have you guys seen this? But on the paper, it's written like love story, crime, death. Like it's just got like 3 or 4 descriptive words and you don't know what the book is, who wrote it, nothing. You just know that's the general gist of what you're about to buy. If you're indecisive, it's probably a good option. I thought it'd be interesting to use that in the football sense. So hypothetically, if you walk into a bookshop and say the shelf of books is players, but they're all wrapped up. You don't know who they are. You don't know their age. You don't know what position they play, their height, their weight, anything. Okay. But what you do see on the wrapping is certain traits. What traits, say 3 traits, would you pick? And then I've actually got an extension of that where I've got some examples of traits and the players that they might be. So if you walk in, what 3 traits would jump out to you the most right now?
Oh, for me to be able to pick up that book.
Correct. Yeah. Or that player. It's a player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I've got some examples here. I can probably round them out first and then give you guys some time to think. Let me know.
Yeah. No, hang on. I've got 2. I just need one more.
There's something very endearing about Swoop's thinking face. It's the noises and the mannerisms. I really enjoy it.
Put in the comments as well, guys. 3 traits that would make you pick that player without knowing who they are.
Can I go first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kicking efficiency, like an elite. Okay, an elite kick.
Yep.
A humble man. A
So
man that
and humble.
Humble.
Yep.
A man that has control of his ego. And a high IQ decision maker. So like, I kind of like a coach out there on the field.
Yeah, they're good ones. They're good ones. The high IQ one's good. I had dare, ball use, and a little bit of pizzazz.
Bit of pizzazz, okay.
Yeah. That would make me pick up a book.
Mystery, attitude, and effort.
Mystery's good. Mystery's good.
Is it mystery and attitude, or is it mystery attitude? One word.
Mysterious.
I don't know what their attitude's going to be. Yeah.
And mystery effort.
Speed, ground skills, and a good mark. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Pom?
Maverick.
Nice.
Dash. Dare.
Maverick.
Well, like that.
Dare.
Yep. Okay. Brilliant. I've got some examples now of mystery players, and I'm going to read out the description, the 3 words, and any of you can pick if you want that one, okay? And then I'll reveal who it is.
Ooh, okay? Good one.
So, player A, aggressive, team-focused, competitor. Is anyone buying?
Do we have to buy straight away, or can we hear all the options?
I'll go through them all. Player B, smart, consistent, clean. Player C, agile, creative, pressure. And lastly, player D, opportunist, speed, tenacious. Let me know if you need any repeated.
Pick 3.
Yeah, pick them.
Exactly what I was thinking. All right, we'll go Terry.
Can you repeat number 2 again?
Yep, player B is smart, consistent, and clean. You want player B?
That's me.
Great pick, Terry. Well, player B. No.
Who is player B?
Who is it?
Yeah.
It's Tom Stewart from Geelong.
It's all right. We've already got one. His name's Lockie Cowan.
I love that. Yeah, you don't know. It could be anyone really. There's no height linked to this, no position.
Give me.
So player B is off the table.
Give me A.
You want player A? That's aggressive, team-focused competitor. That is Riley O'Brien.
Ooh,
I don't know. Interesting. Okay.
Look at his face drop. That was like watching Blind Date. That was like watching Blind Date.
Interesting. That's like getting your present at
wait
Christmas.
For this. Pom's got player C, player D to pick from. So player C again is agile, creative, pressure. And the other option is player D, opportunist, speed, tenacious.
D all day long.
Good call. Player D is Isaac Kako.
Oh, get in!
It's perfect.
Get in
Carlton. Do you want to know who player C was?
Can we have one guess each?
Oh.
One guess each?
At player C?
Oh, yeah, good call. Okay, yeah, go. Agile, creative, pressure. Who is it?
Agile, creative, pressure.
Agile, creative, pressure.
I should have done more.
Oh, I know who it is. I
don't think you do.
Agile, creative, pressure.
Is it Brent Daniels?
No.
Damn it.
Is it Jack Higgins?
Ooh, you're close in sort of the name department.
Ooh.
Pom?
So it's Jack.
It's a Jack something, yeah.
Is it? Well, just go through it again. It's what? Agile?
Agile, creative. It says pressure, but I'm not sure about that one. But agile, creative, pressure.
Because you see, I thought it was a St Kilda player. I thought this was like Nass, but Jack. It's a Jack. It's a Jack.
Oh,
okay,
it's fucking. I know who it is. It's fucking Ginnivan.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not.
See, it's the pressure's throwing me.
Yeah, look, I think I don't know if that was.
Is it Jack Sinclair?
No. Look, I think the pressure's gonna. I don't know if I should have put. I don't know why I put pressure.
Is it a forward?
Yeah, he's sort of a floating forward, sort of mid forward, I suppose.
Jack Crisp.
No, mid forward.
Oh, mid forward. Sorry.
Damn, I think did I do
Jack Graham?
No.
Jack Gunston?
No.
Jack Ass?
Can I just tell? I'm pretty sure the pressure's just not correct, and that's why no one's getting it.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Jake here, right? It's Jack Martin, isn't it?
Yeah.
See? Fucking Pom! Listen to your instincts, you stupid.
No, look. Let me get my notes out. I think I wrote at least a couple more.
I can't believe I wasted 10 minutes of my time taking this serious, and it was just a pot shot. Absolute fucking idiot.
Here we go. Wait, there's let's see if I've got some more.
You could have said anything else. You could have said unavailable. You could have said,
I should have said, TBC on that one.
Unavailable.
That's a good one.
Also, by the way, like if you're a betting man, Jack Martin for the Norm Smith.
Jack
I
Martin.
I just can't.
You can feel it, can't you?
Yep.
We didn't see that coming, Terry. We're a disgrace.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have saw that coming when I got fucking Riley O'Brien.
That's a good pick, though.
Can I just say, your face, though? We used to have a show in the UK, Blind Date with Stella Black, and all you could do was hear the voices. And it was like, when like the woman would come out and goes, I really like a 6'5", olive skinned, husky voice. Right. And then it's like a guy that looks like he works in accounts, but he's got a deep voice and he sounds exotic. And she's like, oh my God, he's intelligent. He's considerate. And then they used to move the screen and you could see her face be like, fuck.
Okay.
That was your face.
It reminded me of when Bart Simpson got that, he was looking for Bone Storm or whatever it was called for Christmas, and Marge got him the golf, how to putt or how to golf.
Oh, that's a quality game, that. Do we have time for one more round?
Yeah, go on. Mate, I'm not in a rush. I don't know.
Okay.
John Carlton.
Okay. Player A, endurance, elite kicking, composure. Player B, ruthless, consistent, inside beast. Player C, fearless, physical, locker room favorite. Player D, creative, flashy, X factor.
Is B Crips?
No, but you're in the ballpark. I mean, I don't know if that helps at all.
Are we guessing or picking a player?
Pick a player, and then I'll reveal who it is.
Let me see. Give me the locker room favorite.
Locker room favorite? Congratulations. Yeah. You have just unwrapped Jack Viney.
Very good.
I'll take Jack Viney. I'll take Jack Viney. Yep.
Can I have D?
Creative, flashy, X factor. Good one. You picking that?
Yeah. Lock it in.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Lock it in. Unwrapped. Shy Bolton.
Bolton and
you've killed it. Yeah, you've killed
Bolton
it.
And Gacko, very good picks.
The beers are going to be good. The team's good. Love it.
Terry's got player A, which is endurance, elite kicking, composure, which sounded like what you said before. Yeah. And player B is ruthless, consistent, inside beast.
Give me A.
A, congratulations, you've unwrapped Nasai Wanganeen Malira. There we go. Oh, and player B was Lockie Neal.
Oh, happy with that.
Yeah.
Nazai Wanganeen Millera, mate. That's the GOAT.
Look at him. Everyone's happy.
There we go. I thought that was fun.
That was a very good game, actually, Jake. I've got to say.
That was a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
I pick on you sometimes too much, but you've redeemed yourself there. Well done.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
A few moments later.
That's helped the Clippers out there.
Pommy, what do you got?
Is this the last show of the year?
We haven't actually discussed it.
Are you trying to break up with us?
No, I feel like we've just gone on the first date, and I've just.
That would be one of the most brutal breakups, and I know about a fucking brutal breakup. Let me tell you.
that felt like one of them where you ask the question, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" and then they suddenly drop on you, "I'd like to get married, have 2 kids, I've already got the names," and you're like, "Fucking hell, I was going to order dessert." All right, let's do this. And here we are. It's trade time. We're here. Players leaving. There is more people exiting Icon Park than a spring break hotel room owned by Bonnie Blue at the minute. But I thought I'd ask you guys the questions and girls in chat and my lovely panel here. Who are the actual trade gurus of the AFL? Which teams are good? What you're looking at here are the average of all 18 teams in the AFL, how much when they trade for a player, on average, them traded in players play from being traded. So you'll see one team, every time it trades in a player, that player will average 65 games, where the worst side in the league will trade for a player, and on average, they will play 35.2 games. So we've got one good, one not so good, and a fuckload of teams where Jake loves to live in football purgatory. So we'll start with Terry. Terry, you've done a lot of these shows. We've traded, we've fallen in love with players, we've said the next player's the next fucking Luke Hodge.
Is St Kilda 12th?
St Kilda? Is St Kilda 12? Let's have a look. I've got to remind myself of the list. You're not far off, Terry. I'll give you another guess. It's a little bit higher.
10th.
Ooh, you know what?
11th.
I'll give you a point for that because that's a good guess. They are the 9th side. Since the AFL trade period has been in existence, the Saints have staggeringly traded in 62 individual players, with an average of 55.9 games in there. St Kilda are actually bang on the AFL average.
So this is all trades, right? I think I missed that part. All not like between 2018
so it's trades that have been broken down into players.
Yeah, from the entirety of trades.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Geelong number 1.
Ooh, Jake. No, they're not.
But they're close.
No, because you got to think, right? A shitter team would actually play these players more. Like they're more likely to play these guys, right?
I'll warn you, Terry. Over the history of this game, the history of the league, we have got the top 3 teams in this.
Yeah,
have historically been incredible. Like and all 3 teams have been credited with inventing changes in how we draft, trade, and buy players.
Give me Hawthorn at 1.
No, they are on the top 6, though. I'll let you go again.
Okay. Hawthorn at 4?
Just a little bit down.
5.
59.6 games for the Mad Dogs Hawks. The Hawks, 51 players over this period, 59.6 games played between them. That's pretty impressive stuff.
Sydney 1.
Sydney. Now, you see, this is where it becomes interesting. Sydney are not far off you, Jake. Do you think they're above or below you? Be bold.
I'll say they're 1. I'll say they're 8th. Just above us.
They are slightly worse than you, 55.5. Sydney, a very interesting case because on this list, St Kilda have traded in the second most sides historically. Sydney are right mid-table with their trades, 53, but 54.4. Saints trade in a lot. It's quite crazy, that, isn't it?
Does this include like a pick swaps?
No. So it's
players.
Literally just players. Picks that have been used for players.
Give me Kangaroos 16.
The North Melbourne Kangaroos. We like hanging them. You are so close. I'm going to give you a bonus point here. Look, 15, 36.3 games. North Melbourne staggeringly with 55 trades for players, 46.3.
Brisbane 1.
Oh, good shout.
Tell you what, you're good. No, they're not. They are very, very mediocre. They went through a period where their trades were absolutely horrific. So you'd be shocked where Brisbane are.
14th.
Oh, just a little bit higher, Terry. 2 more higher.
12th.
So Brisbane, 54.1, the dark period when they were the late Bears turning into Brisbane Lions. They had some shocking periods there, which has held them back. However, incidentally, in the last 10 years, they haven't been as brilliant as people think as well.
Okay, so the less data you have, maybe the more it helps. What about like if you are Gold Coast, are you second?
No. So this is where I said to you earlier, the best teams have historically been the best teams throughout the year. I'll shock you where Gold Coast are.
I think they're near the bottom.
Really?
So Gold Coast, this is quite staggering. In their short history, they are right near a team you haven't mentioned yet, but Essendon on the amount of trades they've done for players. But a staggering 35.2 from 21.
Give me Collingwood top 2.
Tell you what, I love you, Luke. You think about it. They are the second historical side. This is absolutely staggering when you think of how much data there is. Because Terry's right. The assumption would be limited chance to fuck up. You'd be better, longer, higher margin of risk. The tied third most trades of all time with a staggering 64 points. Collingwood, obviously famous through 3 generations of changing how teams draft and recruit, obviously being the forebearers now of free agency, unrestricted, which is becoming the new norm for teams to recruit players because they can buy out picks. Collingwood are the godfathers at the minute of a new method of trading.
Geelong third?
Geelong Cats. We love the Cats, don't we? You have nailed it, Terry. A staggering 63.7% of the game. The Cats, another team that historically in the draft look out of the obscure areas, which enables them to use early picks to buy good players. So Geelong, spot on.
Wow, who would be number one? It's a team that...
Is it... I was going to say Richmond because they've won flags and they've traded in players, but maybe...
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah, go Richmond. No, Richmond.
Richmond are not on the first. Not on the first six. They're somewhere else. Number one is technically obvious if you think about their drafting over recent years.
Number one. Oh no! Give me Carlton. Give me Carlton 13.
My Blue Boys, where are they? My Blue Boys aren't that bad, but they're not that good either. So they're in the middle tier.
They're 11th, aren't they?
No, but one of the teams you've mentioned where I said weren't as good as you think they are 11th. Dynasty team.
Richmond.
Oh, give me
Richmond.
Melbourne number
1.3. Who?
Melbourne.
Melbourne are not number one. No.
Port.
No.
No, actually,
they are on the first row though. You're very good.
They're fourth.
Port Adelaide, the fourth most successful trading side in AFL history. Got to say. Chat doing very well. You're doing very well.
Blues are 8th.
The Blues are indeed Carl 8th. Carlton, the 8th most successful trade. One of the interesting things about Carlton is if they play 10 games for Carlton, odds on, they will be a long-term thing. Carlton have one of the highest percentiles of bringing in a player and then playing only half a season. Quite scary, that.
There you go. GWS number 1.
The Giants, the AFL enigma. No, they're not. Another team that fascinatingly, when they have brought in players, hasn't been successful until recently.
Shout out to my boy Liam in the chat. Adelaide Crows number 1.
Adelaide Crows, historically the most successful club in trading. So fascinating. Adelaide averaged the third most list changes over the last 20 years as a team and the 5th most trades in that period, but a staggering 65 games played per their player.
The Crom.
So it's fascinating. Them top 3 you see are 3 teams that are heavily targeting when they play teams.
Mm-hmm.
Good game, this.
Give me Doggies at 6.
No, the Doggies. I'll give you a clue where the Doggies are. They're somewhere in the 3rd row. Well done. Tell you what, Taylor, you've got quite a few of these in our chat.
Bulldogs 16th.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, indeed. They are. Yeah. Bulldogs 16th. The Footscray Bulldogs. Staggering 51 trades. So they've done quite a lot, but only 44.8.
Freo 6th.
Right state, wrong team.
West Coast.
Oh, jeez.
So the Weagles historically have done incredibly well with players, particularly recently, players they've traded in, getting games into them. Maybe not been successful in skill-wise, but they've done very well with target acquisition. One of the interesting things as well, while you're thinking, chat, and you guys, Port Adelaide have a very good retention of players as well. For an interstate side, people forget they have an incredible retention, do the South Australian teams. When you hear the other teams complain, South Australia does very well at retaining players. So you mentioned Fremantle. Fremantle are breathing down the necks of their rivals. I'll give that one away.
7th.
That's 7th. So the Western states doing very well. But you've only got a few to find now. So 17th is intriguing. I'll give you a clue. 17th might surprise you. But this side in question has a history of picking up players that fail at other clubs, which also fail on there, particularly forward of the ball in the last 10 years.
Essendon.
On the
They'll
right
be,
path. Think
they're probably
Mickey Mouse
17th.
forward line.
Mickey Mouse forward line?
Yeah.
Melbourne?
And they always avoid it.
The D's?
The D's.
Demons, yeah. So the Demons have
many
a failed team at 17th. Very poor from Melbourne as well, because they are actually tied 3rd with Collingwood for trades done in this period, but only getting 44 games from 64. That's crazy.
Give me Giants at 13.
So the Giants, oh, you've just got them wrong order. Yeah, they're the last 2. So interesting. So what this kind of shows us is kind of what the AFL are negating with Tasmania. Traditionally, new teams have a teething process where they do stupid things. So this is why it's a good case for the AFL that picks maybe aren't the most intelligent thing to give clubs. So when you look at the top 6, look at them top 6 in trade negotiations. They're very, very, very clever. If you look at the middle tier, the biggest issue with the middle tier is sometimes they play that will pat you on the back, try and get a favour. But that first cab off the rank, notoriously hard to deal with at the trade table. They usually get the best deal for the club. So it's a very weird, complex thing, but interesting, because also what this is taking into account, some teams struggle. So a great example there is salary cap dumps have been an issue where teams have agreed to take salary cap hits. Carlton did it famously in the mid-teens. That can actually kill you, can actually kill this stat. But when it's teams like Collingwood have taken a few cap dumps in their time as well. Just shows the levels of this game. But Adelaide, Collingwood, Geelong, I think we'd all agree in the last 10 years, probably the best trading sides in the league.
Can I ask, how did you get this information?
Just genuinely bored.
Yeah, all right.
We appreciate it.
Genuinely. No, it's kind of data we keep. The reason this came up is we have a trade calculator. So for those who follow Bobby and Oz, you'll see I made available to all of you the cheat sheet for the draft. Currently, I said there's some big plans in the off season. Team Pommy and Oz is currently working beaverishly hard to give you predicted stats for how much a player costs. We've got an AFL trade calculator. We've also kind of debunked the secret source for the AFL compensation picks, which is about 90% accurate over the last 10 years. So all these kind of things are taken into account. And this is one of the things at the minute we're doing a lot of Moneyball content in the off season.
Right.
So this is one of the things we're doing. We're trying to debunk why teams are good and what they do. So one of the first things you'd look is who's good, who's actually good. It's all right saying XYZ traded for the flag, but did they actually trade well, or was it an obvious one? So like Lockie Neal, any idiot could pick Lockie Neal was going to be good, but more complex is them trades that become genius by teams. So good example, Darcy Cameron. Everyone laughed. I went back and watched Darcy Cameron at Collingwood. Some of the trade announcements on that post, why have we got a fucking tall spud? Hack. Can't even be in the best 22 at this team. Then Sydney fans going, overpay, suck shit pies. 3 years later, absolutely supreme footballer, isn't he, Darcy Cameron? And you'd probably say Sydney got looked out that Brodie Grundy fell into their lap, but just shows you some teams know, some teams think, and there is a technique, because in the NFL and the NBA there is certain teams that are incredible at it, And that's why when their backroom staff leave, they get paid big bucks because it isn't a guesswork. And I'm aiming to debunk that. Cal Toomey makes it sound like it's a guesswork. It's not. A smart man can work it out. You just got to be smart.
What's the bastard's name from Moneyball? Brad Pitt's character, Billy. That's Pom at the moment. Moneyball.
Hey, I'd love to be, but
Billy Bean. Billy Bean.
Yeah, it's genuinely like people forget. It's not as clever as it is. Like people think it's like guesswork, but it's not. You can be statistically right. So like it got me thinking because we talked about Murphy Reed. We use the algorithm. So when I do my draft things, I watch the games over and over again, and then I watch it with some close friends of mine who are far smarter than me in the industry that they're paid to do it. But then we use data. I think data is so important versus your eye because your eye lies. But Murphy Reed, if you go back and watch my content, shout out one of the guys who tagged me in it the other day. I've forgotten your name. Your name's escaped me, but you tagged me in it saying Pom called it in his draft. When I said Murphy Reed will be the rising star next year before he was drafted, I was like, this is the guy. You can guess it from data. And one of the things is funny what you did, Jake. You nailed it. The ones that people tend to go to were the ones where you said X Factor, sexy, the niche words. Why Adelaide and Collingwood are clever is they go for the boring words, right? Yeah. Effort, intensity, high floor players. You look at the AFL draft this year, Cooper Duff Tyler. Oh, he's a giant. He moves like no one else. But there's so many question marks. He's big, but he's not very big when he's in the AFL. He's agile, but he's weak against men. But then people like Darson Sharp, look at the knocks. Oh, he's just very vanilla. He's very consistent. He doesn't have that X factor of a Nick Dacos. He's just consistent. Consistent's good because consistent means you don't fuck up. So it creates the argument.
What's his name? The second one you said?
Dyson Sharp.
Dyson Sharp.
So, and you read the comments on him, you actually feel sorry for him because it's like, oh, he doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi. Cal Toomey worded it brilliantly. It was absolutely interesting to read what he said about him. He was like, he lacks the star power of a top 3 pick. And it's funny because Werty, you see, that's a very modern day, that's a very old school mantra. Draft for X Factor, trade and reliable. You see, I disagree. I think you draft to get it right. And I think the only time you take risks are when you have 2 picks close. If you have a top 3 pick, should be the highest ceiling player. You've got to go X Factor. After that, though, you should be what you can guarantee to work. Otherwise, trade the pick. So, and look at Adelaide. Look at Collingwood. When was the last time Collingwood had a first-round pick? 1622.
Yeah, fucking hell, feels like it.
But you've done quite well from it, haven't you? So it's just the way it goes. I think sometimes we overcomplicate it.
All right. That was very, very informative.
That was good.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Do we want to ladder predict?
What, just one game?
Lock in Gold Coast this week for me.
No, like we'll just do the finals.
We'll do it next week. Right?
Oh,
yeah, we can do it now. Yeah,
we can do it next week.
Does anyone else think that they win?
Who are the Bombers?
I can just.
I've got a sneaky chance on them.
Vibes. I just think it's all set up, isn't it? Because you know why I say it? One of the most complex things in sport is when it's a foregone conclusion, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because the doggies, what was all the talk this week? No, doggies are through. Marvel, doggies are through. Fremantle came and took the piss.
All they have to do, the Bombers, is just get the game to a point where the Suns start doubting. And then as soon as they get away from the moment and as soon as they start thinking about the result, it could be. Yeah.
It's the first quarter. It's the first quarter. That'll be the killer.
I think all the pressure's on them, but I also think something to play for with the Bombers.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be great? 11 losses, 12 losses in a row. and you fuck finals up for Gold Coast. Like, imagine the vibes.
Nothing left to lose. Like, that's exactly like Melbourne. You got nothing left to lose. Just go out. I reckon. And they've actually shown quite a bit these last couple of weeks. They haven't been winning, but they've shown quite a bit. Like, look at that Geelong game. Shout out Bomber Banter. Look at that Geelong game. You know, they did pretty well. I know. I've got to. If you're, I'll give you a bit of a tip, right? If you're in a if you're doing tipping and it's coming down to this game, everyone's going to tip Gold Coast, and you're close to the top. Tip Essendon. If you're going to lose anyway, or get the same, go Gold Coast. Jump on Essendon. Go out with a blaze of glory. Imagine that. You're the only one who tips Essendon, and bang, you come from the clouds and win your tipping con.
They've played some close games recently. I think even the last time they played, the Bombers were only three. Yeah, they're only 3 points down at three-quarter time, and then that's when the Suns did the damage in the last. But I don't know. Could be interesting. It's what the AFL have. They manufactured that though. Watch the Port Gold Coast game. I think I said it on this show last week. 100% the AFL want the Suns to lose so that they can finish on this grand finale of a game.
Yeah, they've been playing.
It was written.
Yeah,
it was written in the stars that they were going to screw them, and the result was going to be for Ken, and then it sets this up. It's.
Could you imagine?
You knew that's what was going to happen.
Like, what makes me hard when I close my eyes is just the thought of Dimmer doing his press conference. You know, Dimmer is that man that just finds. Dimmer was the guy during COVID that hounded your group with conspiracy theories. That guy, because I guarantee he's going to open up his press conference and go, "It's why this game should have been played before this. We've had to play 2 games at short notice. We played a fixture where in real life we would have known what we had to do along with everyone else. Now Essendon have come in." Like, he will fabricate an absolute world of web where he can't just say, "You know what it is? We were gifted on the dick to finish top 4, and we have completely fucked it up because we have got ahead of ourselves."
Dimmer's the kind of guy that if they lose, he'll go into his press conference and say, "This is all just utter woke nonsense."
Honestly, nothing would make me happier. Like, I'd never wish misery on other teams, but I just think there's something quite funny that Gold Coast would miss the 8. Just because 6 weeks ago, everyone was telling me they're the greatest side ever to play the game of football.
Guys, I have an activity for us to do. Right?
Let's do it.
Is it a blood spell to condemn Gold Coast to 20 years of misery?
No.
Extreme.
We're going to pick out all Australian
teams.
Yes.
Oh, mate.
Why is Wiedering here? Was he in the squad?
No, it's because you logged in and you've tried to play a trick.
No Carlton players in the squad.
Terry, I'm pretty sure from memory this app was done pre the 40 announcement of what they thought would be.
Yeah, Darcy Moore's not in it. Cal Wilkie's not in it. Voston's not in it.
So this was when they did that video, when Cal Toomey and that lot did the video, and they said that Mark Keane quote. I'll paraphrase, but it was something along the lines of, "Mark Keane's had a good season, but I think it's more ladder position." And then, like 2 hours later, he's named in the fucking squad. Is Keane? Get in.
All right, well, there goes that idea. I guess.
No, we can do it, Terry. I think Footy Wire updated it because they usually update it in real time.
Ooh.
Give me a sec. Pick your team. I'm pretty sure they updated it. Yeah, they did.
All right, I'll get it up here.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's see if they did. All Australian.
And selection. Daddy cool.
Yeah, they've got the actual people that are in there and other people.
Okay, All Australian 2025. How do I do it?
Just ignore the players that aren't there, but they've done it with like the top 100 players in the league.
My team selections.
Yeah, if you go pick your team, and then right at the bottom, it's hidden away. It's All Australian. It's underneath the Bulldogs. You know what? I'll send it to you in our private chat on here. How do I comment on
Pick your team.
Where's the private set? Oh, here we are. Jesus, tell you what. Good job. Tell you what, old me used to private chat some pretty rum things.
Oh, you mean Zero Hanger?
Sorry, that's my fault. Apologies, Terry.
I'm on Footy Wire.
Yeah, they all look the same to me because everyone uses red logos. Like, show a bit of originality.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, fuck. All right. Who's the fullback? Wait, let me get the list up. Where's that Australian?
Hey, look. I've got the squad of 44 here.
Oh, cool.
Too good. Can you add your screen to this screen?
You know what? Could we make? You know what? We could actually make this. Someone ad lib.
No,
and we can
fullback Jacob Wiedering. He's here, and so is.
Yeah, I know they haven't updated it, but they've done it. If you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
They've added the real players because that other one, there's players that weren't actually nominated. Why isn't?
You know what? Let's do this next week.
That's so annoying. But your fullback's got to be Mark King.
We can do this next week. That gives us
Mark King. Oh, I've got it. I've got. Oh no, that's selected by AFL.com.
Can I just say as well?
Oh,
just quietly. To the people that said Josh Worrell was shit on the Pomunoz video, and I said the most underrated footballer in the league. Fucking swivel on that, eh? Poms do it better. He's a fucking Pom as well. Pom in the All-Australian. Get that up, yeah. Good boy. Hold on,
They select the team on Thursday night, don't they? The full team is awarded. It's on Thursday night for the AFL
What
Awards.
we could do instead of picking it, let's just quickly discuss. Who do you think's stiff to miss out?
Sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry.
And Wilkie.
I thought Wilkie was... I thought he'd at least make the squad. Oh, come on, Pom. He has had a fucking rippy... He's had a better year than Josh Battle, mate. Are you serious?
Darcy Cameron.
That I'd agree with. I think if you've got Battle in, you've got to have him. But
I was surprised by Battle, but... and Curtis Taylor as well. I thought he was a little bit stiff. He's had a good year for North.
Curtis Taylor? You mean?
Is it Curtis?
Paul Curtis?
Paul Curtis. Sorry, yeah. Paul Curtis.
Curtis Taylor. Jesus.
Curtis Taylor. Jeez, what a ripper.
Collingwood BFL Curtis Taylor.
Yeah. I thought he was a bit stiff, but apart from that,
you know what? Does anyone else look at this though, and it screams we're gonna have half forwards who are mids, doesn't it? Like I was read the team, and I was like, legit.
There's a lot of good forwards though.
Nah, but you can just see, can't you? They're gonna snag. They're going to try and work a way to get a midfielder into that half forward line, aren't they?
He's kicked 3 goals over 12 games. He plays high half forward.
Bont will be in the forward pocket.
Yeah, you know they're going to.
They'll do that.
100%, Jakey.
Actually, the one that I was happy about, to be honest, was Benny Long. I thought that was good to see him in the squad as an ex-Saint. I thought he's been awesome for the Suns.
Can I just say, you know who I would have thrown in there that they didn't, and this isn't just to wind Jacob because you know I wouldn't.
Because you've done that for the last hour.
Higo,
yeah,
like the second highest goal kicking small in the league. In a league where we froth small forwards, because I hate to say it, Darcy, I don't think should be there. Does this sound harsh? I don't think you can put Sam Darcy in. He missed most of the year. Well, he missed 7 games, 8 games.
Yeah. And no Norton, right?
No Norton.
I think Norton's been better because look, everyone there, Marcus Bontempelli and Darcy, they've played less than 20 games. Everyone else has played 20 games or more.
How wild is it that the Doggies have 5 in the squad and might miss out on finals?
It's why them stats kill me.
Yeah.
I heard Darcy Cameron plays pickleball when it comes to all Australian votes.
I think Darcy Cameron should be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think he's been.
He'll probably finish top 3
as well. It's recency bias because he's been rubbish the last 4 to 5 weeks. Cameron hadn't been his height. Same with Jerry. After that injury, he was a bit vanilla. It's recency bias. Because we know it, Terry. We are in. His last 5 weeks before the All-Australian was announced, when he finally got called up, was potentially the best football he's ever played in his life.
Yeah.
But the year before, when he was better throughout the year, he was dog shit for the 5 weeks leading up. Like he had like an aneurysm on his way.
It's true.
But
all right.
Do they normally pick 2 rucks in the final team, or will they just pick?
If one of them's called Max Gawn and the other one's called Brodie Grundy.
Okay, so the only 2 that they've picked.
Yeah, they do that, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right, I got to go. It's time to go, guys.
Sounds good.
Good to have you back, ladies and gents. Good to have you here. We'll see you next Tuesday. Luke. Oh wait, there's no footy this week.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Nah.
Tomorrow.
Oh well.
Like this week.
The Legends on
game.
Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, probably won't be watching that, but yeah.
You know what?
Putting that on the same night.
We could do an award show. How about next week?
Yeah.
All offline, nominate 2 awards and discuss who we're giving it to.
Done. We can do that.
Okay.
All right. See you next week. Much love.
See you then.
Love you.
Have a good week.